Welcome back to Control. This is Open Creative Gaming. We are at 10 minutes to 4 p.m. GMT +1. I think it's May 24th, 2021. What is this? Switch? It's a light switch? No. It's to call the elevator. Oh. Control room is seems deserted. Okay. Nothing special, I guess. But where does this this elevator leads us to? I think it will. Maybe we should go to. Should we go back first and then check out the Blackrock Quarry, NSC control room, NSC power plant. Let's lift the lockdown, come on. Oh man, look at this picture. Come on, you can do it. Load up. Never mind. Okay. Fuck it. They will jump us anyway. Let's scram here. Kidding me now? I think you are.
To protect them, forces contain a lockdown could only be lifted by a directorial override.
This is what we came here to do.
Yeah. So, I wanted to say that if I have no chance to sneak up the enemy, then they always ambush me like that. Of course I will resort to such tactics, like escape to a safe place to cover and take them one by one. If 10 enemies, 10 enemies with submachine guns, armored and fast, jump me like that, I have to do it. I mean, it could still go, it still could go boldly in there and try to drop them, but I don't want to, you know, I don't want to die. You see? This looks awesome. Let's pose a bit. There is a photo mode, right? But we want to use it because it's just a let's play. So, oh, the gun is a key too. The Black Pyramid. Oh, nice. Oh, what is that?
That's it. The other sector should be open now. I think it's time I told Emily why I'm here. I'll risk it. You two should get to know each other.
Yeah. Nice. I'm looking forward to hearing some story. There's something. Oh, that's just a control point. So should we just, if we want to, sector elevator. I think we can unlock this door now. Yeah. Janitor's office, sector elevator, ventilation is there, and sector elevator is here. But yeah, control room is right here. Oh, but back there was an elevator where we could go to some quarry and other places too. So should we just go back on our feet or via the fast travel? I think fast travel is safer and of course quicker. Okay. Let's go back to okay. Let's go back to the Central Executive and talk to Emily. If you encounter a particularly difficult challenge, try exploring other parts of the oldest house to upgrade your abilities and find better mods.
I hope the survivors and research are closer to finding a solution for
Okay.
this.
Here we are again.
Jesse, you made it! And you lifted the internal lockdown.
Let's talk, Emily.
Yes, of course.
Listen, Emily. Screw it. Just tell her. I haven't been completely honest. I have a younger brother, Dylan. When we were kids, we found an old slide projector in Ordinary's landfill. The slides created doorways to other places. Bad things happened. Came through. That's all she gets. The rest stays locked inside. But we found help. Through one of the doorways, we met something. A being.
A being? What kind of being?
It's hard to describe, but she helped us. We managed to turn the projector off. The bad things that came through the doorways were gone. After that, your people came. Tried to grab us. I ran away. They got Dylan. I left him behind.
Bureau agents took your brother?
Yes. You covered it up. No one believed me. I just want to find Dylan. I've been looking for him ever since.
What happened to the slide projector? It sounds like another object of power.
I thought you took it. The Bureau. Along with Dylan.
I've never heard of it. But around here, I assume everything's classified. You know, I looked into the Ordinary AWE case files after you mentioned it. Trench and Darling were both involved. A large area of the containment sector was reserved for it. The case hasn't been active for a long time. I have no idea if anything's still there. Can you tell me more about this being you found?
Let's hope you two get along. She's been with me ever since Ordinary. In my head. She led me to you. I call her Polaris.
As in a guiding star. Did Polaris know about the hiss? If she got you in here in spite of the lockdown, she's very powerful. Which may help explain your test results. Your readings are incredible, Jesse. Now, cross-referencing them with the database, I found 2 matches in Darling's old classified files. Unfortunately, I can't access them beyond the file codes, but one was P6, referring to a prime candidate for a potential future bureau director. This was logged years ago.
Dylan. Is that Dylan?
The other match is on something called Hedron, which must be connected to these Hedron resonance amplifiers somehow. All I know is that Marshall went to the research sector to secure the HRA production after the Hiss first attacked.
So, Marshall seems like our best lead on Dylan. I need to go after her. How can I get to the research sector?
Use my keycard. The sector elevator will take you there.
Marshall is the next step. What Emily told me about Ordinary, my powers being connected to things in the Bureau's past. I am so close to something. Do you feel it? Something's coming.
We take turns to come for a visit. I helped you. You owe me now. And when time comes, I will come calling.
Okay. We know a bit more about the story now, but not much more. But the thing about Ordinary, I don't recall the AWE called Ordinary. Hotline
So much is expected from the director. The responsibility, the privilege to steer the Bureau into dangerous waters and safely out again. To inspire and lead its people, to protect them. The board is there to advise you, but they want things in return. You hold all this in your old, trembling hands. I had to lose everything before I could see the Bureau is the director's life. There's no room for anything else. If the forces contained here escaped, we'd be dragged back into an age of superstition, terror, death. Assuming you think we ever really left that behind. Any emergency, any major containment breach, and the lockdown goes into effect. I implemented this security measure in my first years as director. I knew we were vulnerable. I'd personally seen the cost of sloppiness. I made sure the internal lockdown could only be lifted by a directorial override, only to be used when the director is confident the sectors are safe to be opened again. This way, the director is the last line of defense. And if I screw up, it's on me, and me alone.
Or on me. Now. Okay. Right. So we need to go personal mods. Okay. Ordinary. Can I find a record of that? Assets, missions, collectibles, research and records, case files, hotline, Havana. No. Did we talk about ordinary? Oh, that's strange. I can't remember.
Hi, Jesse. What exactly is the Ocean View Motel? That's a bigger question than you might think. You see, I have extreme doubts that the motel is a single place. I mean, look at all the doors inside it. Where do they all go? We know that one door leads to the oldest house, but how come we can only ever open that one door? Maybe to open a door, you have to have entered through it. So if every door leads to a different dimension, plane, reality, whatever you want to call it, then I believe that the motel is firm proof that parallel universes exist.
Does Darling agree with that?
I haven't told him yet. I'm waiting until I can prove it.
You said you're an assistant?
Oh, it's just a title. I'm a scientist, a researcher. I work for Dr. Darling. See, when Bureau agents go out in the field, the sites of altered world events, we study the materials, the altered items they bring back. It's always something we've never seen before, and studying them requires new instruments, methodologies, sometimes entirely new fields of science.
Emily really loves her job.
See, there's no guidebook for what we do here. Everything that happens at the Bureau, including the science, is without precedent.
I keep finding traces of Darling, but still can't find him. Where could he be?
But he's usually in his office in research or one of his labs. Dr. Darling has quite a few all around the Bureau. Could be hiding in any one of them. I check myself, but I don't have access to most of them.
Sounds like I touched a nerve.
He didn't let you into his labs?
Not all of them, no. Some had volatile material. It's ridiculous. I mean, this whole place is volatile material. Could have at least thought of a more convincing lie. I mean, how can I work without access to all the data possible?
Yeah.
This place has a bad habit of moving around, huh?
So you notice the building shifts. Did you know that 39% of Bureau accidents are caused by the shifts? It's true. I ran the numbers myself.
So they're dangerous.
Oh, very. At one time, a shark got shifted into a meeting room along with over 2,000 gallons of water. It was a tiger shark. Darling's pet research project. I forget what he was researching.
How do people work here?
Tiger shark. Great. Ah, I remember about... I recall the
What
shark,
can you
yeah.
tell me about control points?
They're nexus points of the oldest house's unique energies. Well, I wrote a 30-page proposal hypothesizing that we could siphon energy directly from them. Darling didn't even get through the first page before he turned it down.
Right. And, has anyone ever used them to teleport around?
What? No. What, I mean, you mean physically? No, not that I've ever heard of. Why?
Because that's how they work for me.
What? Really? Oh my god. More tests.
Let's hold off on the tests until later, okay?
Okay. It's just, wow. This blows my control point theories right out of the water. I love it.
Cool.
See you soon.
Be careful out there.
Just noticed the pictures up here. Former directors of the FBC, I guess. Who's Trench? Is it him? I don't know. There was a document referring to a shark. I'm pretty sure she meant that one. Okay. Let's cut it here for another episode in the future. See you, bye.